Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about Basketball Wives. Now, listen, I have not watched Basketball Wives since the whole mess with OG. I see clips here and there, um, when they post them on Instagram, but I haven't sat down and watched full episodes in quite some time. So for some of the stuff that it has transpired, I can't really speak on. For example, Brittany and Evelyn and their old beef that appears as though they worked through this first episode. I don't know anything about that. So you know what I'm saying? So there's certain things I just can't really touch on. So if they got into it again this episode, I couldn't say who's right, who's wrong, because I don't know. But we back to review Basketball Wives. I'm going to be a little transparent. I don't have anything else to review. Okay? And, the light bill got to be paid. So right now we're only reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta. And that's it. Beverly Hills just went off. Um, so I was like, girl, what can we review? What can we talk about? And Basketball Wives is one of those shows where I feel like even though I may not be able to touch on everything, it's almost like, you have the set cast, Jackie, Jennifer, girl, Evelyn, and then they always seem to throw in some new faces. So I feel like it's not too hard to catch up or catch up on what's going on. And then it appears as though a lot of the stuff, especially the mess between Jennifer and Evelyn, are things that have happened in in the blogs, and we kind of already know about. So, anyways, we're here. My goal is to review every episode. Now, with this review, I'm not gonna lie, we just gonna kind of like tap on the important things because we're already a week behind, and the new episode just came on today. Well, really, girl, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. When I tell you, I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning being messy. Girl, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So the new episode already came on. What technically yesterday because now it is Tuesday. So we're just gonna tap on the important stuff, and then once I get to episode 2, we can probably go more into detail about the things that are being discussed on the show. Okay, so it starts out with Jennifer and her man, um, girl, Christian. I don't know anything about Christian. I just know the things that I've heard don't sound too great. Christian is sitting down and basically telling us that he has to go to jail for like 15 days. He served 2 days prior to the wedding, his wedding his wedding with Jennifer and Christian got married. So he served like 2 days prior to the wedding, and then he has to serve the other 13 days after the wedding. He says basically he got in trouble. He didn't get permission to go out to travel. That's what it comes down to. And his PO found out by some pictures that were being posted online, and here we are. I don't know why y'all be acting like these people are not watching TV. Y'all do know that just because it's a parole officer or the FBI, girl, the FBI do be girl. They like reality TV like we like reality TV too. They down watching Atlanta and Salt Lake City and Beverly Hills like we watching Salt Lake City, Atlanta, and Beverly Hills too. Girl, they watching baddies. Girl, they watching Basketball Wives too, right? Um, Listen, Evelyn, she feels like it's her duty to get through Jennifer's head that Christian may not be a good guy. And this is where I'm at with it with Jennifer. Jennifer ain't no fool. I think that Jennifer is one of those girls where as long as my hands don't really get dirty, then I don't care how the money coming in. Jennifer reminds me, and this is no shade to the ride or die chicks or the girls who hold it down, but Jennifer reminds me of the girl that like dates the street pharmacist. Hello, um, and she's living a nice life based off of him being the local street pharmacist, the local street pharmacist, but she ain't really getting involved with none of the mess. So when it really goes down, she can say, I wasn't out here selling nothing. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I wasn't driving a car. I was at the house. But she's living off of the money though. You see what I'm saying? That's what Jennifer reminds me of. We have too many incidents where Jennifer has been attached to a trifling man. And not even just a trifling man. Like, okay, girl, you got Christian, who they say is a hot ass mess. You got one woman who they say jumped from the third or fourth balcony trying to escape from him, to the point where they say this woman has a rod in her back, I believe. She jumped on concrete. I'm going to be very clear. Unfortunately, I know people who have been in situations where they DV situations where they had to fight their partners. And I can honestly say, I don't know not one bitch who jumped from the third or fourth floor balcony. So in my head, for that to have happened, it wasn't just because he claims I just want to let her out of the door. I locked her inside the room or whatever he said, the false imprisonment. There had to be something going on deep to the point where that girl felt, well, I have to jump from the third or fourth floor onto some concrete. And now they say that girl is walking around here with rods and shit all in her goddamn body. So you got Christian with the things that follow his name. You have Tim from Sweetie Pies, who literally had someone, he was a part of his nephew being unalived. Then you have the other man who, remember something happened with Jennifer's car? Girl, some scammer. Like Jennifer, at this point, I just don't believe that Jennifer doesn't know about these men. I just don't think Jennifer cares. Girl, as long as I got a little access to the money, I don't care what you do. I really feel that way about Jennifer. I really, really do. So Evelyn can turn blue. Evelyn can turn blue in the face trying to explain to Jennifer about how this man is. Jennifer is 50 and foolish. Jennifer knows who she's dealing with. But I got something to say though, Miss Evelyn. Y'all know Evelyn gonna always have a soft spot in my heart because Evelyn was one of my top girls. Evelyn used to be up there with Kenya Moore and Tammy Roman with me. I used to go up for Evelyn Lozada, girl, up. And like I said, girl, I still kind of do because that's my girl. But Evelyn, girl, we gotta tell the truth and shame the devil, mama. While you're out here worried about Jennifer, girl, and Christian, you should have been worried about Shanice. All this energy you putting in, girl, having Zoom calls with Carl's cousin over $1,500. Girl, you printing out receipts down to the local Kinkos to show Jennifer some shit that she don't give a damn about. You should have been printing out, girl, a reminder to the game to let him know he had court. Now he walking around here $7 million plus in debt. Girl, they say that the judge had told him he got to sell that house or he's homeless. So you $7 million in debt, you're homeless, and you worried about who Jennifer smashing when you should have been worried about Shanice opening her legs to a broke ass nigga. Who, by the way, has a sexual assault charge. Not even a charge, she was found guilty. Ain't nobody got to explain nothing to Jennifer. Jennifer know who she married. Girl, let me stop getting loud. It's too early in the morning for that. Jennifer know who she married. Girl, I'm still up and awake because I went to the gym and girl the pre workout girl, girl still kicking, girl still down. So I'm probably gonna be up till girl 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay, but anyways, so I just feel like I get where Evelyn is coming from because like like she said, girl, a man would be your downfall. But at some point, Jennifer is not a 20-year-old girl. Jennifer is not, Haley Bailey. At this point, Jennifer has a few, Jennifer has some experience underneath her belt. And at this point, I just believe that Jennifer is 50 and foolish, and she also knows these niggas who she's dating, married to. Now we can talk about it, but at some point, I just want to keep beating Jennifer over the head because at this point, girl, you know who you married to, and if you don't, girl, you gonna find out. Jackie and Chantel. So Chantel is a basketball wife. And like Chantel is like a real basketball wife. Like her and Jackie are probably the only real basketball wives on the show. Um, but anyways, it doesn't matter. uh, what's so crazy, girl? I remember one day, and I'm not even a person who cares about the title of these shows anymore because at this point it is what it is. Girl, ain't none of the girls are really housewives. Girl, ain't none of the girls really love and hip hop. Ain't none of the girls are basketball wives. But for some reason, one day I remember it was probably like a year or two ago. I remember just like getting online and I just was like, ugh, why is this show still on and why are they still calling them basketball wives? Because none of these girls are basketball wives. And again, I'm not even a person to get caught up on the title of the shows because at this point it really doesn't matter. But it made me feel some type of way. But anyways, so Chantel is on the show. Girl, Chantel and Jackie gonna almost get into a fight. I can't wait to see that because I know a lot of people gonna be dragging Chantel because that's her mama. Girl, we gotta call a thing. Girl, we're not gonna sit here and act like, girl, I didn't want the Jackie's daughter already come out and tell us that Jackie was an ain't shit mama. Doesn't Jackie have another daughter who wrote a book? I think she's like deaf or something. And she pretty much said that Jackie was an ain't shit mama. Now you got Chantel, who about to do girl, who about to girl go do a little nasty 1-2 in a boxing ring with Jackie. So I know y'all love Jackie, but Jackie ain't too far removed from being an ain't shit mama based off what the other daughter said. And it looked like when Chantel about to give her 1-2 down to the basketball wives. But we're gonna find out. Chantel has an 8-year-old daughter. I did not know that. But she can't really appear on the show because the baby daddy won't sign off on it. I mean, girl, at the end of the day, can I say something? Because do we really need these children on the show? We really don't. You're like we really don't. We really don't. We really don't. Right? Um, but she has a new baby. When I tell you the baby is so cute. That baby looks just like Chantel. I did not realize it until they showed Chantel's baby picture. And then when they went back to the baby, I said, baby, that baby looks just like his mama. When I tell you, like, snatched her face off and put it on his. Anyway, she wants the baby to get into some modeling. Um, Evelyn and Jackie meet up. And, I remember seeing something online where Evelyn found that when Jackie was like a teenager, I think Jackie was like 17, 18, 19, and she was arrested for prostitution. And girl, I run my mouth a lot, and I talk about the girl selling pussy and all that, and the boy selling ass. But girl, I do think that when you start to bring in the age aspect of it, especially if Jackie was a teenager, girl, it's almost kind of sad. That's not even nothing to even joke about. Because even if Jackie did get arrested for prostitution, the fact that she had to go down that road at such a young age. Like I can't even joke about no shit like that. Again, I don't know, but people were saying that at the time, based off of the alleged arrest, that Jackie was a teenager, 17, 18, 19, somewhere along those lines. Even if she was 20 or 21, I would still think that was sad in a way. Um, but nonetheless, girl, I can't really go too much into detail because again, I didn't watch the episode, the season. I remember watching the clip and hearing about it on the blogs. But clearly, they've worked through their problems. Um, Brandy and Jennifer meet up. Jennifer is separated from her husband, Jason. Bitch, do you remember when Jason and Brandy was down to Iyanla Fix My Life? But that nigga said that he had slept with 350 people. Well, women. Okay, I ain't gonna say people, girl. But they say he slept with 350 women. I'm telling you, I'm not even exaggerating the number. It was somewhere. It was like 340, 350. It was a lot. I said, God damn, girl. And then the gag was, remember when Jennifer, not Jennifer, Brandy thought that he had only girl, bitch, only bitch, cheated on her like 8 times within the marriage. But girl, come to find out, it was like more than 50. Girl, and and I was with Iyanla. Girl, what does it matter if it's 10 or 50? At this point, girl, it really shouldn't even matter if it was one, if we're gonna be honest. You still cheated. It shouldn't even matter if it was one time, especially if the agreement was monogamy. But girl, you, he cheated on you 8 times. You thought 8 times within the marriage, and now you discuss it because it's 50. Bitch, you should have been discussing the first time. Girl, you damn sure should have been discussing the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Girl, at this point it don't even matter. Anyway, I'm getting off subject. But yeah, girl. So Brandy claims she's separated from her husband. Girl, Brandy ain't leaving that man. If you ain't let that nigga this far in the game, she ain't leaving him. As far as I'm concerned, girl, this ain't nothing but a storyline. Um, I put Jennifer just wants support for her relationship. At some point, listen. I'll say it. I think that a lot of people have been dumb in a relationship before. If you haven't, you probably know someone who has. Um, how would I be being friends with someone like Jennifer and her dating someone like her husband? Girl, you gonna let me shut up. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up, leave it alone. Anyway, because I was about to start talking, this ain't got nothing to do with me or nobody I know. I'll just say this, Jennifer just wants you to be supportive, and it would be hard, especially at my big age, to just be supportive because you want to be a dummy in love. Girl, if you want to go down that road with that man or that woman, then girl, so be it. But girl, it's only so much support I can give. I'm sorry, like we're too old to just be, a cheerleader for one of your friends because she found a nigga and she say she in love, and we hearing all this shit about bitches jumping out of windows and breaking ankles and scamming people and shit. Girl, what? And I'm supposed to, girl, use my money to fly to Paris to see you marry this nigga. Girl, what? Girl. Evelyn is on the phone with Carl. She has a son with Carl Crawford, and so one of his cousins basically said that she gave the nigga $1,500. I don't know nothing about no day trading, but again, they say the nigga is a scammer. I don't know, girl. Um, but she's saying that she gave him $1,500 and she want her goddamn money back. I put his Evelyn out of bounds. Evelyn is too invested. At some point, girl, you just got like, this is the fact of the matter. I'm grown, you grown, you grown, you grown, girl. We gonna do what we want to do at the end of the day. Cause I know I'm gonna damn sure do what I want to do, and can't a fucker tell me otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, it's only so much you can really say to your friend. And again, Jennifer knows the nigga who she married to, and Jennifer don't want to hear nothing about Christian and what Christian done did, or who he owes some money to. She don't give a damn. And then when she brought it up to Christian at the end of the day, at the end of the episode, girl, girl, that motherfucker gonna try to say, girl, I hate when people try to play in my face. One, $1,500 is a lot of money. Okay, it might not be a lot to Jeff Bezos. Okay, but girl, $1,500 is a lot of money. He tried to do the old switcheroo. See, I be clocking these niggas. He tried to do the old switcheroo like $1,500 ain't no money. We spend that on dinner, nigga. Please, because if you get $1,500 from 100 people, hello. Don't try to just reduce it down to it just being $1,500 and girl, that ain't nothing. We, like with our lifestyle and we spend that on dinner. It's something if you get $1,500 from 200 people. It's something if you get $1,500 from 300 people. It's something if you get $1,500 from 1,500 people. Girl, it's something if you get $1,500 from 25 people. You see what I'm saying? So while it might just sound like $1,500, and it might not be a lot to some people, bitch, if you add that $1,500 and times it times 100, girl, that's what $150,000. Girl, if you times it times 200, 300, 400, 500. Yeah, Brittany Renner and Evelyn, they make up. I don't know what their beef was anyways. Oh, Ming Lee. So Ming Lee is down to the show. You know, Ming Lee is Bang Bang Edie's homegirl over there on Atlanta. She said she got some pictures and shit of Britt Edie in her phone. Now listen, I don't know, but it sounded like Ming Lee and Britt was probably hoeing back in the day. I think Ming Lee is a lesbian now. She might be bisexual, and she just ended a relationship with Ty. Remember Mimi's girlfriend from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, or ex girlfriend? Clearly, wasn't it Ty and Mimi in a relationship? I think so. I think so. I think it was Ty. Ty cute. I ain't gonna lie. Ty is a cute stud, girl. Did I tell y'all one time I was in love with a stud and didn't know it the whole time? I thought it was a black girl. I thought it was a nigga. I really thought it was a boy. Come to find out it was a whole goddamn woman. Girl. And the gag was, girl, after I found out that it was a woman, girl, why I still wanted to smash. Because at that point, girl, I was in love with a man. So I didn't care about the fact that the girl, not he. I didn't care about the fact that she had titties in a coochie. Because as far as I was concerned, girl, that was a nigga. Anyways, girl, I felt tricked and bamboozled, baby. That's what the niggas be trying to say when they be dating the trans girls. Oh, she tricked me, girl. Please, she tricked you, and y'all was having sex, and we find out that the trans girl had a big 12-inch dick between her legs, and she tricked you with all that meat hanging between her legs, and she tricked you. And then here come everybody, girl, falling for it. Yes, she tricked him. She tricked him. Girl, ain't nobody tricked that nigga. He like it like that. He like it with titties at the top and dick at the bottom. I'm getting off subject. Um, they have a friend. They're having a friendsgiving dinner. I ain't really. Girl, I saw Chantel walk in with a couple of a couple of chickens from Whole Foods, girl, Publix. Um, Girl, I ain't really see no food. Then Jackie had that white ass turkey. I'm not eating that turkey. That turkey looked too white to me. And then they said it was pink in the middle. Absolutely not. Oh, Ming Lee, she said she's a hustler. And she said that money has always been her number one driver or something like that. Girl, people like that make me nervous. Don't get it twisted. I love money. I want money. Girl, I want to live like the rich and the fabulous, girl. And if I can't get to the rich and the fabulous, I just want to live a nice, comfortable lifestyle. But when I hear people start talking about how like money is over everything, and girl, I feel like you really don't. I feel like people who put money before everything, they move in a way, and I'm not saying Ming Lee moves this way, but I feel like sometimes people move in a way where they have no integrity and morals, and they'll do anything for it. But we're not doing anything for money. That's how hoes end up in jail. Okay. But she says she's a hustler and she's an entrepreneur, and I think she does like wigs and weaves and like glue and all that stuff. Girl, I don't know. We'll find more out about Ming Ling as the episode, as the season progresses. And then Evelyn and Jennifer, they get into it at the Friendsgiving dinner. Evelyn is trying to tell Jennifer about her husband, and Jennifer ain't trying to hear it. It is what it is, girl. All right, y'all. That was pretty much it. Again, this is the first episode, and I'm like a week behind because I just really watched the episode today because I could not find it. Y'all told me it was on YouTube. I looked for the episode on YouTube. I couldn't find it online. Well, they were trying to make me pay $2.99 for it. I'm not paying no $2.99 for no basketball, not for no basketball wives. And then I forgot that I could have went and watched it somewhere else. But anyways, so yeah, but we back. So again, once we get into this week, well, it's already the next episode, then we could probably go more into a little detail about what's transpiring on the show. All right, y'all. It's like 4:23 in the morning. Let me try to get this video up, and then I will talk to y'all, girl, when I wake up, and then I'm gonna try to get episode 2 out today because I don't want to get too far behind. Okay. All right. Bye, y'all.